So I'm a patient with chronic kidney disease. I must mention that I've had diabetes since 2003, and my diabetes eventually led to me having high blood pressure. So I started having symptoms of chronic kidney disease after I was hit by COVID. So COVID already exacerbated the condition that was already in me. So from 2 years ago, my kidney function started dropping. So for this particular one, where I got sick in September last year. But most of the treatment I've received it at Living Mawasa Teaching Hospital. This is where I'm currently receiving my treatment, which is dialysis. I'm currently on dialysis right now with a plan for kidney transplant when the donor is available. So I come here on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. I'm a medical doctor, but I have this condition. This is a chronic condition. It has really affected my life in the sense that I was unable to work. I had a good job working for the Ministry of Health of the Republic of Botswana. But because of the illness, I ended up stopping working because I couldn't perform because I was constantly sick. I wish to commend Living Mawasa Hospital and their staff. We have dialysis machines. We have the laboratory that supports the renal unit. Yeah, so basically, Living Mawasa is capable of treating kidney disease.
I started feeling bad. Loss of appetite, vomiting, and weakness. But I didn't know what was the problem. I thought it could be malaria. I went to hospital. First I was attended to, and I used to have joint pains also, and BP. So they gave me some medicine. I went back. But afterwards, I went to they did a scanning and told me that the kidneys were not working properly. When I came back home, I had rumors that my herbs work. So I tried some herbs that did not work. And the condition was getting worse. So I went back to Joma Hospital. They did the scanning and they told me it was my kidneys. They are on stage 5 where they cannot work anymore. So I need to do dialysis. Since here at Joma, they don't have a dialysis department to go to Livingstone for UTH. And at UTH, I stayed in hospital for 2 months. They also confirmed that your kidneys were not working. But we had fixed feelings about the dialysis. We didn't know what could it be at the end because they were saying once it's done, it's for life. Now, we are somehow would not agree. That's what I put it first. Then the doctor gave us first 2 weeks to go and decide. We came back, we were sent for counseling, still the same. So when I went home, that was August, in just on that, my sister is home. The condition got worse. And I was asked to, first just in clinic, then the clinic sent me here, transferred me away for here to Mawasa. And they did their best. So since I had already referred from UTH, I went straight for dialysis. HD first was started, I used blood. And afterwards, when I was healthy anyway, and now I could say, I could eat, I could talk to people, and I was just it was okay. And that's how they brought me here now for painting in peritoneum diocese. Right now I'm on machine. I started manual, like my daughter is doing there. Now I'm doing the machine. I feel at home. Even not just as I enter, even the security people, they know me. Immediately I said, don't enter. I said, no, I'm going for this. Come in, madam. Again, when I come here, they welcome. I go for them. How are you? So I feel at home. I don't feel bad. I feel at home. And I even joke and tell people that my house is my plot.
So the kidneys play a very big role in ensuring that your blood pressure is well controlled by getting rid of excess water, okay? And just making sure your water balance in the body is normal. The kidneys also get rid of toxins in the body. Toxins means that the bad stuff that the body does not want to use. So the kidneys have got that big role. And also it's important to know that the kidneys, there's part of the kidney that produces hormones, and those hormones help with the production of red blood cells. So when we talk about chronic kidney disease, we're looking at persistent renal dysfunction. And by persistent, I mean all these water balance affected, the toxins in the body are accumulating for over 3 months. So that is persistent, and it will continue. And unfortunately, once we make a diagnosis of chronic kidney disease, it is progressive. Yeah. So it is progressive with a number of stages until it reaches the final stage, what we call end-stage kidney disease. Chronic kidney disease has got several stages. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, and stage 5. Stage 5 is what we call end-stage kidney disease. So stage 1, stage 2, usually it's just conservative management, where up to 3, 4, where we just make sure that their blood pressure is well controlled, just reduce the progression to end-stage kidney disease. But once we make a diagnosis of end-stage kidney disease, that patient has to go on dialysis. So with dialysis, we have 2 options for our patients. We have hemodialysis, these machines that you are seeing here, but we also have peritoneal dialysis. So peritoneal dialysis has got 2 parts. There's one where we connect them to a machine, and also one where the patient can do dialysis on their own at home manually. So when we did that stage where we say someone has got end-stage kidney disease, we have to put them on dialysis. So for our patients on hemodialysis, the plans that we usually have with them, depending on how they are functioning and how much urine they're able to pass, we give them at least 2 to 3 times in a week. They have to be connected to a machine to make sure that we get rid of the excess. So by dialysis, basically what we mean is that helping the kidney, doing the function of the kidney. Because the kidney is not working. So we need to have something else to clean up the blood, to get rid of the excess water. Ultimately, when we put a patient on dialysis, the ultimate goal is to ensure that we transplant the patient. So this patient has to undergo kidney transplant. Okay. So when we transplant them, then we get them off the machine. You can imagine someone who is has excess fluid in their body, they will not breathe well. Okay? And if they are not able to breathe well, they can't go for work. And if they've got other excess toxins in the body, they can't work. But if we help them with the management that we are giving them, they'll be able to go for work and lead a normal life. Of course, there might be a few lifestyle changes that they may have to undertake, but they'll still be able to lead generally a normal life. So hypertension can cause chronic kidney disease. That's why we want to ensure that all our patients who are hypertensive, their blood pressure is well controlled. Diabetes is a major risk factor of chronic kidney disease. And that's why I also want to make sure that all our patients who are diabetic, their sugar is well controlled. So these 2 are the major risk factors. But of course, our lifestyles as well. Excessive alcohol intake, excessive smoking, all those things might eventually affect the kidneys. Anyone is at risk. We need to go for annual checkups to ensure you check your blood pressure, check your diabetes, and let the doctors just do a urinalysis to just see what's in your urine. That will help them detect the problem early enough to ensure that it does not progress to chronic kidney disease.
The plea to the Zambian population is that this is a common condition, and patients who have diseases such as diabetes, hypertension, indeed any other kidney diseases should be regularly checked, perhaps on an annual basis, to review their kidney function. So people should take this seriously.
Always to go to hospital, and the first thing they should do scanning so that they know if the kidneys are okay. Because when they take time, they reach where I reach, it will be dialysis. Because we are told when we come into hospital, there is other treatment or other things they can help for the kidney to revamp or to start working. But when we delay like I did, it's up to this treatment, which is also good because I'm okay. Like when I finish, when I go home with this machine, it will be only working at night. During the day I can do whatever I do, no matter what other people do. Then at night I do the treatment.
So lately is actually really good. We have enough machines to dialyze people. They need to work 24 hours to ensure that we cater for the different needs of people in the community. Because some people wouldn't want to come in the morning because they want to go for work. But they can come and dialyze around 22 hours and they'll still be fine. Okay? So that's basically trying to ensure that, to tell the community that we are there for them as Liverpool was a West Teaching Hospital. And apart from this dialysis that we have, the HD, we also have petrol dialysis. We're able to offer those services. So we give patients a number of options. They can choose to be on PD or they can choose to be on hemodialysis as well. We also have very experienced staff here. We've got adult nephrologists and pediatric nephrologists who can attend to the different patients. And we've got more competent nurses who've done some good training in dialysis as well.